I apologise, I've been muted again. I always do this. What I had said was, it has been an extremely busy day for Tottenham Hotspur yet again, with Harry Kane releasing an official statement on his social media channels about the situation that has developed over the last couple of days. Cristian Romero has also released a farewell message to Atalanta on his social media before being pictured at Hotspur Way with Giovanni Lo Celso and new Tottenham signing Pierluigi Golini. This has all come in the midst of news regards to Tottenham's pursuit of Fiorentina striker Dusan Vlahovic. Well, it's been a busy day. It's going to be a busy stream. Hopefully there will be an announcement during the stream for Cristian Romero to join Tottenham. We'll have to wait and see. I think we probably expected it by now. And look, we're going to start there. We're going to start with the farewell from Cristian Romero and the images of him there at Hotspur Way. You can see on the right hand side, it's Golini, Romero, I think that's Romero's agent, and Giovanni Lo Celso, all at Hotspur Way. Lo Celso put this up in his story shortly after he tagged Spurs official with a timer emoji on his Instagram story. But there, Lo Celso seems to think the deal is done. I think Golini and Romero are pretty confident and pretty happy as well that deal is done. Romero is a Spurs player. We are just awaiting the official announcement on that one. There is his farewell also to Atalanta today, where he said, "Unfortunately, the day has come that I never thought would come so soon. I say unfortunately because in Atalanta, I found more than just a club, but a real family with which I could grow up and fulfill some of my childhood dreams, like playing and winning with my national team." Of course, he was part of that Argentina side that won the Copa America with Giovanni Lo Celso during the summer. I thank the Percassi family who believed in me more than anyone a year ago, all my companions, the mister, all the staff and managers. But most of all, I want to salute the fans of the Bergamaschi because they made me feel at home and welcomed me as one of their own. I'm sure one day we'll meet again, and I promise you'll have an extra fan to follow you every game. Thank you for everything, Atalanta. So, I mean, I think that's fairly conclusive that Cristian Romero will be departing Atalanta in the coming hours, in the coming days. There was also an official announcement today from Juventus that Atalanta have triggered the clause within their loan deal for Romero to make that deal to Atalanta permanent, which, as we all know, is step one of Cristian Romero becoming a Tottenham player. He completed his medical yesterday in Italy, and I think this morning, or possibly 2 days ago in Italy, and yesterday in London as well. Or maybe that's yesterday and today. I'm probably mixing my days up. It's been a long week. But that medical is done. It was completed in Italy before he flew out to London. And it's believed he signed his contracts and got everything done in the last 24 or so hours. And officially, what we're hearing is he is a Tottenham player. But we're just awaiting that announcement from the club so we can say it is official rather than it's apparently official, if that makes sense. But it is believed that the paperwork is done and that he is now a Tottenham player. And like I've said on Twitter, it's actually quite ridiculous that the announcement hasn't come yet, because we've seen his farewell to Atalanta. We've seen the images there with Lo Celso and Golini at Hotspur Way. We've seen everything bar the club saying it's official. He's not in the jersey. His media duties and obligations are believed to be done as well. So it seems as though that announcement is there and is ready to go, but the club are just, for whatever reason, holding off on it and waiting to make that official. We'll come back to that a little bit later because hopefully there will be another development on that. But before there is, what I want to bring you now is the statement that we got today from Harry Kane with regards to what has happened with him over the last week or so. Kane released this on his social media channels about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, and this is what it read. "It's almost 10 years since I made my Spurs debut. For every one of those years, you, the fans, have shown me total support and love. That's why it hurts me to read some of the comments that have been made this week questioning my professionalism. While I won't go into the specifics of the situation, I want to clarify that I would never and have never refused to train. I will be returning to the club tomorrow as planned. I wouldn't do anything to jeopardise the relationship I have with the fans who have given me such unwavering support during my time with the club. This has always been the case as it is today." So that is the official announcement, the official word coming from Harry Kane on Twitter, on Instagram, I'm sure on Facebook and TikTok as well, whatever he's on, with regards to how he sees the situation that has developed over the coming days, how he explains and justifies his exclusion and his absence from training since Monday, from what we've heard within the press, and not just within the press, from these reliable sources as well, such as Alistair Gold and Fabrizio Romano. Now, I understand there's been, I know why there has been very differing responses to this statement from Harry Kane, and it's tough to take the word of the media and the word of the press over the word of the player. But there's so many questions that have been left unanswered in this statement, and so many contradictions and things that we almost know to be false that have been said in here. First of all, Chris Callahan, thank you for the $2 super chat. I do appreciate that. Says Daniel Levy 1, Kane brothers 0, and I think that is the scoreline that we're seeing at the moment. Dermesh Shet as well of Sky Sports, he was on a while ago and he got a text while he was online, while he was on air from an agent that said Daniel Levy 1, Harry Kane 0, and Chris saying the exact same there. Kane appears beaten, appears to have lost whatever fight he was trying to win. The first question I'd have with regards to that statement is, why has it taken 4 days for it to happen? Why has he waited till Friday? Why has he waited till Jack Grealish is officially a Manchester City player? And why has he not released that statement on Monday when these hurtful comments were being made, questioning his professionalism, when the media were blowing this story out of proportion, as has been said? Why is it taking this long for the statement to come from Harry Kane? That is the first question that I have. The second question I have is, he says, I will be returning to the club tomorrow as planned. Why haven't we been told, again in the last week, that he wasn't supposed to return to training until Saturday? The story on Sunday and on Monday morning, before this even happened, before Kane failed to show up for training on Monday morning, Sky Sports were out there knowing Kane was due back and waiting for him to return to Hotspur Way, just to get those images of him coming in and then kind of run whatever story they wanted to off that. When this all happened on Monday, when things started to fall apart and all the media cared about was Harry Kane being absent from Tottenham training, why weren't we given clarification then, whether it was from the club or whether it was from Harry Kane himself, simply saying, I'm not due back, I'll be back on Saturday, or Spurs saying, no, he will be back on Saturday as has been originally planned? I don't believe that it was originally planned for him to return to training on Saturday. I don't believe it. Tottenham would have clarified it on Wednesday after that game against Chelsea. Nuno Espirito Santo wouldn't have said, that's a situation we'll deal with internally. That's a situation that I don't know anything about because I haven't spoken to Kane. That it would not have developed in that manner and in that way if it had been a simple case of the media misunderstanding and not knowing that Kane wasn't actually due back until Saturday. It is for me as simple as that. It really is. There would have been some sort of clarification. DDMK says Kane will sign a new deal at the end of the window with an official release clause. Mark my words. It'll be interesting to see if that does happen for sure. There's an article from Football.London now talking about the reaction from Spurs fans to this official statement from Harry Kane. Wesley says, be neutral. I'm a fan, Wesley. I can't do that. I could try, but I just couldn't. Wayne with the £5 super chat. Thank you very much for that, Wayne. I do appreciate it. Says, Kane's conceded to staying at Tottenham. He knows Man City is gone. For me, it's how he plays in the shirt next season, or this season. And I agree with that. I do think Kane's announcement today is coming from a feeling of defeat. Whether it's because Manchester City signed Jack Grealish, whether it's because he thinks City will get Lionel Messi, whether it's because of what Guardiola said today in his press conference when he effectively said, unless Spurs listen to a bid, there's no real chance of Kane coming to Manchester City. I think he knows this isn't going to happen, and it is how he plays in the shirt this season, and I think he will have one of his best seasons at Tottenham, because as I keep on saying, Brian Daigle, so good to see you in the live chat. Maddie Hayes, I love it. Harry Kane wants that Alan Shearer record. He wants to be the all-time leading goal scorer in the Premier League, and he can't afford to sacrifice a full season by being petty, by wanting this move to Manchester City, because he will not beat that record. It is such an exemplary record that he needs every season he has and every game he can have to go and beat that. And he wants to go down in history as that. If he stays at Spurs for another season, he'll want to win a trophy with Spurs. However likely or unlikely that is, he'll want it to happen. And he will have a very good season if he stays at Spurs, as I expect him to, and as a lot of people expect him to, given what he has said today. Here's the article from Football.London. They say Tottenham fans reacted furiously to Harry Kane's decision to issue a statement on his failure to return to training earlier this week. And I'll quickly say that I disagree that we've reacted furiously to his decision to issue the statement. We've reacted furiously to the content of the statement and what we believe, or what a lot of fans believe to be falsehoods within that statement. It's not the decision to issue it that is the problem here. The Spurs striker was originally meant to return to Tottenham training on Monday for pre-season tests, with the club's opener to the new season just under a week and a half away. However, he failed to show, earning considerable criticism from supporters, with rumours of a move away from North London growing stronger. Kane was forced to react to the criticism as he issued a statement via his social media messages. And we'll just run through that statement again for anyone who may have missed it. It's almost 10 years since I made my Spurs debut. For every one of those years, you, the fans, have shown me total support and love. That's why it hurts to read some of the comments that have been made this week, questioning my professionalism. While I won't go into the specifics of the situation, I would want to clarify that I would never and have never refused to train. I will be returning to the club tomorrow as planned. I wouldn't do anything to jeopardise the relationship that I have with the fans who have given me such unwavering support during my time with the club. This has always been the case as it is today. And that is the statement from Harry Kane. Football.London go on to say, a surprising majority of Tottenham fans were critical of Kane once more for his timing in the release of the statement. And a few tweets here from Dave_THFC_E2 on Twitter, who says, why the silence until now? People are hurt and angry. Is it the media who have thrown you under the bus? If so, say so. As fans, we are seeing a season of uncertainty and disruption. Man City have not made a serious offer. That is on them. We should not pay for that. And that is a very good point, and what I think is a very relevant point with regards to Tottenham and the situation with Harry Kane. And Jamie Weir made it in Sky Sports the other day, I thought, in a better way than anybody has, in that Harry Kane's qualms with this situation and with what is going on now should not lie with Tottenham Hotspur, who are protecting their own financial interests and their own assets, but it should be rather with Manchester City, who are failing to meet the valuation of the player. If Manchester City want bad enough to sign Harry Kane, they will meet Tottenham's valuation of the player. It is as simple as that. Whether they agree with Tottenham's valuation or not, if they want him as badly as they apparently do, they will pay that money. So Kane needs to go to Manchester, or not go to Man City, but he needs to be angry with Man City for not valuing him that much. Essentially, Man City are valuing him at the same rate they value Jack Grealish. Now, look, respect to Jack Grealish, and as an Irishman it hurts me to say that, but he is an incredible footballer. He is, last season was one of the best wingers in the league, and I think will go on this season to be an even better winger in the Premier League. But Harry Kane is better than him. The Golden Boot Award winner, the Playmaker Award winner. Harry Kane is worth more than Jack Grealish. If Grealish is worth 100 million, Kane is, without a shadow of a doubt, worth at least 160 million pounds. And Manchester City, if they want to buy him, need to pay that money, and that's where Harry Kane should be angry. Rick Randall 29 on Twitter also says, as England captain and Tottenham talisman, this is not an acceptable stance. The working class football fan cannot just go on strike because they might get better work elsewhere. Fans are fans for life, unwavering loyalty. Stateside Hotspur says, where is that statement Monday afternoon? Alex Mitten 10 straight out says, well, that's just a complete lie. And it's people saying it's too late, it's not believable, this, that. And the situation with Kane will continue, as Football.London doing this article saying Kane has been linked with a move away from Tottenham throughout the summer, with Manchester City emerging as the clear favourites for his signature. However, they are yet to lodge an acceptable bid for his services, and the England captain remains a Spurs player. He still has 3 years left to run on his current deal in North London. Wayne with the £5, thank you again, Wayne. Absolute legend, says Kane went to Florida, not known for COVID restrictions. Statement is unacceptable. It is unacceptable. This is not, it's a statement, it's not an explanation. It does not tell us exactly what is happening, because we all but know for a fact that he was due back in training on Monday. Alistair Gold is saying this, Fabrizio Romano is saying it, so many other journalists are saying it. They can't all be wrong. It is as simple as that. And you can say, well, obviously you trust Harry Kane more than you trust these journalists. Harry Kane is protecting his own interests here, and I don't blame him for it. If I was in a situation he was in, I would lie a little bit if I had to, in order to protect my own interests, because that is what he needs to do right now. Whether it's trying to appease Tottenham fans or trying to appease Manchester City's board, whatever direction he wants to take this, he needs to make this statement what is best for himself. It just so happens at the moment that plays into the hands of some Tottenham fans, which again leads me to believe that he probably expects to stay at Tottenham now with Manchester City signing of Jack Grealish and Tottenham's strengthened reluctance to let him go to Manchester this summer. Fen, good to see you in the live chat. Let's get a few more comments here. Let's see what a few channel members have had to say. Stuart says, so happy with Harry's comments. Never doubted he would play for us next season. Things are looking up. Nonetheless, get that centre back, right back, right wing, and centre forward. I agree with you to some extent that I think it does mean Kane will be playing for Tottenham, and in a roundabout way, I'm happy with the statement because of that. But I'm not happy with the content of the statement and the angle that he's taken on this, if that makes sense. Tottenham Cheers on Twitter say Spurs admin is using Internet Explorer to upload the Romero announcement. It's one explanation. Tottenham Tantrum Dermot says, think Sky Sports have a lot to answer here. And look, it depends on whether or not that Kane statement is fully true. Tottenham Tantrum Derby again with the €2 super chat. Thank you so much for that. Says, if anyone is a snake, it is Agent Kane, or it is his agent. Kane will stay now. And look, Charlie Kane is certainly not painted himself in the best light in this entire situation. You know, he's the one who made Harry sign that 6-year contract a few years back, which was just baffling. In hindsight, he should have known not to put his brother and his client into a situation like that, where he's signing a 6-year contract with a team who, at the time, were doing really well, but let's be perfectly honest, have a history of failing and falling short. And he put him in that 6-year contract without a get-out clause. That's Kane's fault. Charlie or Harry, whichever way you want to look at it. Fen says Kane is lying. Martin there makes a good point. Sky Sports, in one of their in the article they put out a while ago about Kane's statement, called him Spurs captain. Harry Kane, Spurs captain. The amount of rubbish that they've recycled and regurgitated throughout this window about Harry Kane, and they still think he's the club captain. It's absolutely farcical. It really, really is. Still nothing on Twitter with regards to Cristian Romero, but again, just to bring you the images of him earlier today, he is at Hotspur Way, or at least he was at Hotspur Way earlier on. Pictured here are Pierluigi Gallini, Giovanni Lo Celso, and who I think is his agent, and there's his official statement as well, bidding goodbye to Atalanta. And Brian there with the $5 super chat. Brian, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Says, have you seen the Romero photo? I have. It's there. Says, I think it's safe to say it's a done deal. Check your WhatsApp, Matty Hayes. Matty, I love that chant. I absolutely love that chant, Brian. Thank you so much. And there's the photo as well from Brian. Thanks a million for that, Brian. I do appreciate it. But look, it is safe to say it's a done deal. With this farewell, with I guess you have seen it then. I have. Thank you. With this farewell, with these images, with everything that's happening, he's a Spurs player. It's all but completely confirmed. And again, it's ridiculous that the club are taking this long to announce it. But hopefully we will get something tonight, because I think we need it. I think we need it with the week that we've had, with the chaos surrounding the Harry Kane situation as well at the moment. We need something concrete, and we need something that could just relax the nerves a little bit. Dara says, the only thing I want to read right now is about Romero. Kane can wait his turn, act like a child, and be treated like a child. I'm just going to reach over here to get my bottle of water because I'm absolutely gasping. I forget that comment there, sorry. The only thing I want to read right now is about Romero. Yeah, look, we need to hear about Romero, because I know it's all well and good sitting here and we can see these photos and seeing all that stuff, because like we do officially know it's true. But with Spurs, there's always that fear of, but what if they mess it up? But what if Daniel Levy somehow accidentally put the wrong team name on the contract or something like that? Because it probably wouldn't surprise us, to be honest. We need that official announcement, because we can then, you know, we're sitting here right now and we're thinking, we need Romero, we need that centre-back, we need that centre-back. Whereas the club themselves could have moved on to Dusan Vlahovic, or they could have moved on to another centre-back. And we need to know that. We need to be able to look forward to the season ahead and have a bit more confidence with that game against Manchester City. Whether Romero would be eligible for that game or that he'll be fit to play in that game is a different question. But if this deal is done, we need to know, and we deserve to know, especially with what we've been put through in the last week and a half. And there's Bobby. There he is. I was wondering how long it would take, to be honest. I was wondering how long. TTHTS till they're holding the shirt. I'm sure we'll see that very, very soon. Sean, I good to see you, says, why do people think Kane is club captain? So disrespectful to Lloris. It is. I really don't know what it is. You know, there was all these criticisms around Kane when it came to the Euro, saying, oh, he's not a good enough leader, he's not a good club captain, he doesn't do it on the pitch for Spurs. He's not our club captain. And he does do it on the pitch for Spurs. That was crazy stuff. Dan says, Matty, do you know which strikers Nuno and the board are looking to sign? I suppose that brings us nicely into our next story, that Fabrizio Romano has today said Tottenham are in contact with Dusan Vlahovic's agent with regards to his future and what's going to happen there. Sorry, I needed that. Now, Vlahovic, according to some reports in Italy, has agreed terms on a new contract with Fiorentina, which will put a new release clause in his contract. So that is maybe a bit of concern. If he does sign that contract with Fiorentina, that could increase the price that we'd be expected to pay for him this summer or next summer or whatever. And apparently Cristian Romero is now an option to get on the back of your shirt on the Spurs website. Now I saw it on there. Was it last week, the week before? Must have been last week. It just appeared for a few seconds. Romero number 13, but apparently now he's up there. with the number 4. And I'm just going to take a look at this to see if we confirm that. Okay, Cristian Romero is now on the Tottenham Hotspur website. You can now get Cristian Romero on the back of your Spurs jersey. Romero 4 is available there. So it was 13 when I saw it. The departure of Toby Alderweireld has since happened. And it looks like Romero is going to take the number 4. So that's a nice bit of breaking news that Romero is now available on the Spurs website to get on the back of your jersey. Bobby, I'd be interested to take your get your thoughts on that one. He's not holding the shirt, but at the moment the shirt is kind of holding him. If that's enough for you. Announcement has to be imminent, guys. It has to be imminent. Let's sit here and let's keep refreshing Twitter. Let's see what happens. Thank you to Tiago for tagging me in that on Twitter, and Fimtiaz. I apologize if I messed up your name, but thank you for tagging me in that. Buck Nasty won with the super chat. Thank you so much for that. With the $2, says Kane saga has turned to a lose-lose for all parties, and it has. It's bizarre that's managed to happen, but it has. Tottenham are losing out here because essentially we're keeping a player who doesn't want to be there. Kane is losing out because he's not getting his move, and he's ruined his relationship with the Spurs fans. And Man City lose out because they don't get their striker. On Twitter here, Paulo keeps saying, "Oh, Romero, wherefore art thou, Romero?" Let's relax. The announcement is imminent. I really do think we will get an announcement tonight for Cristian Romero. It may come on the hour, whether that's 7, 8, or it could even be 7:30 or whatever. But while we're waiting for that, to talk another little bit about Dusan Vlahovic. Bobby says, "There we go. Welcome Romero to Tottenham Hotspur Football Club." I don't think it has been announced yet, but if Bobby's getting ahead of himself, I'm certainly going to get ahead of myself. But no, quickly, okay, Dusan Vlahovic is saying it's announced. Is it announced? Why isn't it on my Twitter? It has been announced. It's refreshing. Waiting for a mate. They see here it's Pierluigi Gallini writing something down on a piece of paper. Tottenham have finally officially announced the signing of Cristian Romero from Atalanta on a 5-year deal. A deal believed to be worth in the region of €55 million, including €5 million in add-ons. It has been announced Cristian Romero is a Tottenham player. This is a massive, massive deal for the football club. I said everything I had to say last week, last Friday about this, when it looked as though the deal was then going to be agreed. But now it is finally official and we can get excited. We can get happy. This is huge for Spurs. It is absolutely huge. It looked like this deal wouldn't happen for so long, but now it is official. I'm just going to change the text there at the bottom. Just bear with me for a second. Tottenham have completed the signing of Argentinian. I can't type. Of Argentinian centre back Cristian Romero on a 5-year deal from Atalanta. Let's get that up there. I might actually have gone over the text limit there, but I don't really care. It is official, and there's a lot of excitement in the live chat there, as you would expect. Let me just shorten that down a little bit. On a 5-year deal from Atalanta. So much excitement there in the chat, and understandably so. THFC16 there saying it's a video of Pierluigi waiting for a mate. It is indeed, and I'm going to see if I can get this up on screen just to show you this announcement video, because it is, as it always is from Spurs, absolutely fantastic. I'm trying to figure out now how would I do this, but I'll try and get it up. Look, this is huge for Spurs. He can be this player that to some extent transforms our defence in similar ways to what Van Dijk did at Liverpool and what Diaz did at Manchester City. Now, it's not to say that is going to happen, because I think the likelihood of it is rather minimal, and it's not guaranteed. I think we'd be foolish to sit here and say it's probably going to happen, which I think is fair to have maybe that that hope that something like that could happen. But so much now will be down to who plays alongside him, and that maybe is the concern that we'd have at the moment. And I actually will be able to bring you that announcement video. Just give me 2 seconds. Here it is. I'm sure we get a little bit more from Spurs in the coming minutes. We'll get images of him in the shirt, I'm sure. And we will, of course, bring those to you as soon as they are uploaded. Pam says, Hallelujah. I won't sing the Hallelujah chorus or it would send your fans away, Matt. Pam, go ahead. Feel free. Sing the song. We need it. We need it. Ian says, I've already seen him at the airport. Ian also says, I need to see the jersey now. And that is coming next. That will be next. You know, you can't actually see that it is Cristian Romero in that video. They have kind of disguised that a little bit, but I think we all know who it is. I think we know. I think we can safely say that that is Cristian Romero and that this is the official announcement. Wayne with the £2 says one centre back is a start. Still same team or squad, and that's exactly true. You know, it's a fantastic signing to get done, but it is only the start. We still need a lot more to actually happen for this deal to go through, and I'm sure we will get maybe another centre back, maybe another midfielder, and possibly a striker. But I'm just going to change the title of the stream here real quick. Tottenham complete signing of Cristian Romero. We are probably going to get more signings and stuff like that, but we have to wait and see who those are going to be, to be honest, before we can actually get even more excited about this season. Because for now, my expectations, if we keep Harry Kane and get Cristian Romero as we have done, well, I'm still expecting top 6 and nothing better than that, because we are so far behind Chelsea, who are now bringing in Koundé and Lukaku, Manchester City, who've gotten Grealish and are already the best team in the league, United, who signed Varane and Sancho, and Liverpool, who, well, they get their players back from injury, are going to be a lot better than they were last season. We're still far behind those players, but this is a good, or behind those teams, this is a good start to get there. We get Romero, we get another centre back, we get a centre midfielder, maybe get a right winger and get a striker. Well, then we're in a much better situation there. But I agree with your super chat there. Wayne Bryan with another $5. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Says, can't stop listening to and singing the Stevie Wonder song, Signed, Seen, Delivers, I'm Yours. This is a big building block to carry on this rebuild. Joe Bryan, if I wasn't on live, I'd be singing it right now as well. But I think I'll leave it for now. Brian, thank you for the super chat. And I'm glad you're happy with the signing, because I know you haven't always been as optimistic about this deal getting done, and rightly so, because, well, we are Spurs. We do have another video here from Tottenham, which I'm going to bring up for you right now, posted about 30 seconds ago. There it is. Cristian Romero in the Tottenham jersey. He is officially 100% beyond any doubt a Tottenham Hotspur football player. Bobby, he's not holding the shirt, but he's wearing it. I think that's a little bit better than holding the shirt, in my opinion. But it's such a beautiful announcement, such a beautiful thing to see. We're going to play it again. And again. That's enough. I'm really enjoying that. I have music muted because I can't put it on the stream for copyright reasons, but it's I'm enjoying the music, I won't lie. Welcome to Spurs, Cristian Romero. The club have tweeted and his DMs are open, so I'm going to message him. Welcome to Spurs. But look, this is a huge signing. A huge signing for Tottenham Hotspur, and it's so exciting that we've now finally got this done, that we've finally gotten the official announcement. I'm sure there'll be more coming out in the Spurs Twitter and across their social media in the coming minutes, in the coming hours, as we welcome Cristian Romero for Spurs. There'll be there'll be an article, there'll be an interview with him and stuff like that, and we'll bring you as much of that as we possibly can here on the channel and here on the stream. Or we says, keep playing it, Matty. Do you know what? I might play it in the background as while I speak. Does that sound a good idea? Let me mute it over here, because this is at the moment is blaring in my ears. Right, so that's muted. Here it is, the incredible announcement, the fantastic news that we've just been waiting for so long. David Woodford says, I bet you mate David is going nuts. Oh, he definitely is. He definitely is. I wouldn't be surprised if he's messaged me already. He's going to be absolutely delighted with this move, with this deal, as we all are. This is absolutely huge for Tottenham. Like he keeps been saying, Harjit says he's holding the shirt. Not quite yet, but he's wearing it, which I think is a little bit better. James says, I'm going to get a Romero shirt. Which kit and lettering should I get? What is your favourite? I love the away kit. And I know a lot of people don't, but I absolutely adore that away kit, and I'd recommend it to anybody. to get that one. Bobby says, a statement. Spurs have made a statement. Brilliant. It is brilliant. It is, like I said, we got the here we go. We got the news of the medical. We got the images of him at Hotspur Way. But there's always that fear that Tottenham would somehow mess it up and somehow not make the deal go through. But this one is done. This one is done. Lynch there starting a song already. Some people mentioning Kunde. Kunde at the moment does look to be going to Chelsea, and as Farhan says, if I'm fully honest, I'm glad we got Romero over Kunde. I mean, there's an element of happiness for me about that one too. Just because we've got Romero, if it was my choice a few weeks ago, I probably would have said Kunde over Romero. But the deal is done. He is a Spurs player, and we're going to get this reaction. Going to get these stuff coming in all throughout the evening, I'm sure. Someone's slagging us about the Audi Cup. I bet you it's an Arsenal fan who's in here thinking Ben White for 50 million is a better signing than Cristian Romero for 43 million pounds. It's honestly laughable. It is absolutely laughable. Fabrizio Romano has also tweeted, officially and finally confirmed, Cristian Romero joins Tottenham on a permanent deal for €55 million, contract until June 2026. He only wanted Spurs, as Fabio Paratici already signed him at Juventus. And that it's crazy when you think about it, that the first time Romero actually came into the limelight was when Paratici brought him from Genoa to Juventus, and then Paratici sold him from Juventus to Atalanta, or on a loan deal with that option to buy, and now he's after buying him and bringing him to Tottenham from Atalanta, who today only bought him from Juventus in that crazy deal, and that crazy complicated situation that has now gotten over the line. Cristian Romero is now officially, as you can see below me, a Spurs player. And there is an official announcement here from Spurs as well, and he is holding up the shirt. Bobby will be absolutely delighted to hear that. And we'll get that up on screen really quickly, if I can. Give me 2 seconds. It doesn't seem to be working properly now because it's not a video. It's an article rather than a video, but we'll get it up. You just bear with me for 2 seconds. All right, here we go. Here is the official announcement from Spurs with this deal. Romero signs from Atalanta. There he is holding the shirt. Bobby, this is the moment you've been waiting for. This is all you've wanted. This is what you've been asking for from the club, and there it is. Tottenham say, we are delighted to announce the signing of Cristian Romero from Atalanta. Romero, 23, joins, having been named as best defender in the Serie A last season, with his performances helping Atalanta to third successive third-place finish. The impressive thing there is the defence was better than it has been in quite a while. He made it a summer to remember by being part of the Argentina squad, including his new club teammate Giovanni Lo Celso, that won the Copa America in July. Cristian made 3 appearances in the tournament, including a start in the final for Brazil, or against Brazil, keeping a clean sheet as La Albiceleste ended a 27-year wait for a major title. Born in Cordoba, Cristian began his career at Belgrano in the Argentine Primera Division, making his debut in 2016. He joined Genoa in Serie A in 2018, and then Juventus a year later, with Juve loaning him back to Genoa for the 2019-20 season. Cristian was loaned again at the start of last season, this time to Atalanta. He made 42 appearances for the Bergamo club in 2020-21, alongside fellow new arrival goalkeeper Pierluigi Gallini, including 7 in the Champions League, helping La Dea to third place in Serie A and to the final of the Coppa Italia. Having represented Argentina at under 20 level, Cristian made his senior debut in a World Cup qualifier against Chile on 3rd June 2021 and has gone on to collect 5 caps in total. He scored just 130 seconds into his second appearance against Colombia on the 8th of June, and there is that image, the one that we've been waiting for so long, the one that is so important for this football club on their journey forward, the one that could hopefully transform our defence in the season ahead. That is Cristian Romero. He is in a Tottenham jersey, and he officially is a Tottenham player. Let me know your thoughts on that in the live chat. We'll go through what all of you guys have to say. We'll take a look at Twitter as well and see what the reaction is looking like on there at the moment. I'm sure there's a lot of excitement. Alistair Gold retweets the official announcement and says 3 down. Hopefully a few more to go. And look, we can sit there all we want talking about the excitement of signing him, but we know tomorrow we'll be sat back here again talking about the next players that we could get. We have some images here of Romero in the away jersey as well, which, you know what, I just love this jersey so much. I won't lie to you. There he is, Cristian Romero in the Spurs away shirt. I just can't get over the excitement of this one. I know we've been expecting it. We've been waiting for it for so long, but this is a massive, massive one. And we're just so glad to see it finally get over the line. Farhan says Paratici is the reason we got a player of his caliber. Big up Fabio. I definitely agree. Victor says biggest signing of the decade. Temple says 4 to go. Hopefully. Ian saying Romero was our new number 4. And interestingly, Brian Gill and Galini have not yet had their numbers at Spurs confirmed yet. Cristian Romero, before the announcement even came out, had his number confirmed, which is quite weird, to be honest, if you ask me. Still nothing for Galini or Gill on the official website, so we'll have to wait and see where that goes there and who, what numbers they actually get. Kwame says, hey Matt, I'm really excited, really. I love my club and always happy. I already printed the jersey of Cristian Romero. It's in my house. That is dedication. That is absolutely dedication. Janet says, Romero comes from the same place as Ardiles. That's an omen. It's one that I'm excited for. Let's see what the channel members have to say. Arvin says, few more signings to go. Excited with this signing. Adam says, say what you like. The away shirt is the bomb, and I agree with you on that. You'd give it the sweet Caroline. And Pam says, Paratici seems to be bringing life to the club along with Michael Dawson. It's incredible. Ted says Galini's 22 on Twitter. ATX says Gill will be 21. Spurfix says Galini is 26. Well, look, we wait and see. I don't think there's been anything official from the clubs with regards to their numbers there, but oh, that's brilliant. We've seen Spurs fans tracking Cristian Romero's flight, whether it was yesterday or today, I really can't remember. They were tracking his flight, and there's people saying he's landed in Luton Airport, and Spurs have just quote tweeted their own announcement and said it was Stansted, by the way, with an X for a kiss as well. That is incredible. This Spurs admin just getting better and better by the day. He's absolutely fantastic. But let's take a look back at that video, the initial teaser that Spurs put out as we were waiting the announcement for Romero. Dara says this is a serious signing. Credit where credit is due to Fabio. 100%. This is an incredible signing. And I was saying it a lot last Friday when it initially looked as though this deal would be, when it first started to get exciting about it. Now that was shut down within hours. It thankfully turned out to be a bit of an overreaction on the part of some journalists. But this signing means that Fabio Paratici is in charge. This means that he is the one making the final decisions on these transfers, and he, you could effectively say, is the one making the financial decisions here as well, because Daniel Levy, without Paratici or whatever, doesn't make this announcement, or doesn't make this signing for €55 million. If they were haggling for a week or two over 5 million, Levy would have walked away before he would have paid the 5 million. But Paratici, who is famously quoted as saying he will overpay for his target if he feels it's necessary, maybe that's what he's done right now. But look, it's a massive signing. It's a massive deal. This is huge for Spurs. Do make sure to hit that like button if you are happy with this signing. We're on 153 likes with 750 people watching. I'm sure we can get that to 250 likes ASAP. So please do hit that like button if you're happy with the signing of Cristian Romero. Make sure to hit that subscribe button as well while you are here. Hopefully we will have news of more signings over the coming weeks with, what is it now, 25 days left in this transfer window. This is the number one place on YouTube for you to get all of this transfer news live when the announcement came out. I don't know what more you can ask for than that. Please do hit that subscribe button. We're just gone past 11.2k, which is absolutely bizarre because we only hit 10k a week and a half ago. But please do hit that subscribe button. It will be massively appreciated. And like I said, you can get fantastic content on a near daily basis for the rest of this transfer window. But we will wrap it up there. I'll leave you all to do what I'm going to do and sit down for the next 2 hours watching that announcement video over and over again as Cristian Romero officially joins Tottenham Hotspur.